What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Purple Shade Podcast. Brody, week 11's in the book. How's everything going? How was your week 11?
Oh man, ugly win by the Ravens, if you ask me. I wanted those Vikings to beat the Bears. We'll talk about that. Other than that, everything's peachy, man. Sunday was shaky at best, but Tuesday feels good.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Monday is behind us. Always like getting Monday out of the way. Yes. Tuesday, too. Yes. Always love getting Monday and Tuesday out of the way. Wednesday is hump day.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday already. Then we have Friday Eve. Then we have Friday Eve on Thursday. Then we have Friday.
That's shout out to Mr. Right 98% of the time, because whole time tomorrow is Wednesday, guys. Already halfway through the week. Come on now. That's a round of applause right there, if you ask me.
Already, man.
Yeah.
I love it. We're 2 days away from football again, so that's why you see us. Tuesday show. Today, as you said, Brody, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that Vikings loss to the Bears, and the Ravens' performance.
Yes, I love that.
Against the Browns.
Yes, performance. Thank you. That I've been searching for that word.
Yeah. Man, I want to give a shout out. I don't know if they listen or not, man. I want to give a shout out. A couple people working on the job, man, brought me these. Man, these were from the club level at US Bank Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little bracelets, man. They actually brought me two. Nice little bracelets, man.
Look at that. Yeah, that is awesome.
Club level. Got the Vikings and then the Ravens on the other side. Man, these are really nice. I appreciate it. I got a purple one too, but yeah, it's like those little bracelets, man. But they're like I don't know what you described as. It's like the little Chinese puzzle box. Like you can pull them up, but you can't pull them back down. So you can get in and out of the club level. So,
yeah. No, but wait. So those things have both the Ravens and the Vikings on them.
Yeah, they have the Ravens and the Vikings logo on them.
Christmas gift, maybe.
Christmas gift. Well, yeah, I mean, I got quite a few. Yeah, you might see something hit the door.
Can I? So I can.
You might see something hit the door.
I'm jealous. That looks nice. Yeah,
swag. Just a little swag.
Yes.
But, I was going to give one to your father, because he acted like he couldn't make it. He couldn't make it. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about it maybe. He might be a little jelly. But these are nice. No, these are nice. Shout out to a couple of my coworkers that hooked me up. So,
yeah, man. Appreciate those guys.
Yeah. But in the spirit of that, man, you know what? Let's start off with these Vikings. Wow, man, the Vikings fell to the Bears 19-17, and last second field goal. It was heartbreaking for two reasons. One, you get the go-ahead touchdown, and then you give up just an inexcusable kickoff return to Devin Duvernay. And that hurt me even more because it's like.
Right. Exactly.
Fucking Ravens, you know what I'm saying? It's
just like the Raven. Yeah, yep.
Man, Devin Duvernay, former Raven. That's where it got me, because it's like, God, I got by a former Raven. But man, yeah, he had that big kickoff return, which set the Bears up for the go-ahead field goal at the end. With that, the Vikings dropped to 4-6, man. Bears improved to 7-3. They're probably the worst 7-3 team I've ever seen in my life.
Woo!
But this is the thing I'm gonna take away from it, Brody. At least they had enough guts to come back. They were down 16-3 coming into the fourth.
Yep. And
they came back and took the lead 17-16.
Yes, they did.
But again, it was almost like deja vu. It was like deja vu with the first game with the Bears.
Yeah.
McCarthy, three quarters of pure crap. pure crap.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
But man, I thought we had a shot to win when he hit Jordan Addison with that touchdown. And it was just 50 seconds left. I was like, oh man, we can get this dub. I said, if the defense can hold, we can get this dub. And then 56-yard kickoff return later.
Duvernay.
It was over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But no, seriously, some key takeaway. I know I had to pause for a second because it hurt.
A moment of silence.
It was a moment of silence. Like seriously, it was just like like.
Yes.
Had to collect my thoughts. But no, I mean some of the main reasons why the Vikings took this loss was, I mean, JJ McCarthy was inaccurate all day, man. He struggled for most of the game. He was missing just wide open receivers. He missed Addison wide open in the first half. He missed Jefferson on a couple throws. But let's flip that. The receivers dropped 6 balls.
Yes, they did.
Jefferson dropped 1. Addison dropped 2. Hawkinson dropped 1. They didn't help. As much as McCarthy was inaccurate, the receivers did not help him out. Because when he was, it's almost like this. I'm inaccurate, my bad. When I'm accurate, you drop it. Make that make sense.
You can't.
Help me, help you. Help me, help you. For you Jerry Maguire fans. But, I mean, yeah. They lost the turnover battle.
Time of possession.
2 turnovers, right. Lost time of possession. And the slow starts. And God, let's not talk about slow starts. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Another slow start by this Vikings offense. And it's bittersweet because they had that furious comeback in the 4th, right?
Right.
And it was a missed opportunity to steal a game at home because they outgained the Bears in the 4th. Again, the Bears kind of took the 4th quarter off like they did the first game. And they just didn't capitalize on it, man. They didn't capitalize on it. So, man, the Vikings are now 1-3 at home. They've lost back-to-back games. And man, as far as the playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah.
It don't look good.
Nah.
It don't look good for them. It doesn't. They continue to struggle this year. I mean, Kevin O'Connell in this Vikings team, they were really good in one-score games last year. This year, they're struggling to score points, which is expected with a rookie quarterback. But, I mean, I'm sorry, with a second-year quarterback, again, he's not a rookie. It's his second year. But that was his 6th start. Am I right, Brody?
Yeah.
6?
6th start.
Or was it 5th? No, I think it's his 6th, right?
Yeah, 5th was with Lamar Jackson.
Right. The 5th was when they played the Ravens. This is his 6th start. So, but he is getting killed this week, Brody. I don't know if you've seen it, but he is getting killed. People are talking about already he's a bust. Get him out of here. Should the Vikings already, did the Vikings make a mistake? And I'm like, 2 words I have for that. Calm down.
That's it.
Oh my God. Calm down, y'all. Everybody wants, and you know what? It's society. It's the world we live in. Everybody wants instant returns on their investment. Instant returns on their investment. But you got to give it time. Brody, give me your thoughts on the game.
Matt, okay. First and foremost, definitely a slow start. I would say more like a stall. Talking a field goal in the first quarter and then 2 quarters of scoreless behavior, I guess is what I could call it, scoreless behavior. And then a late 4th quarter, just, a force to be reckoned with, 2 touchdowns. And I believe it just came a little too late. And you talked about this. You thought, you had a chance. They took the lead. I can't put anything on them at that moment. They took the lead. They fought back. They took over. It was in special teams and defense's hands at that moment. It just looked to me as though they didn't know they were called upon. Maybe they thought the game was over already.
It was a breakdown.
Yeah.
It was just a mental breakdown.
You know,
where you couldn't have a breakdown. They did.
It kind of feels like that, right? It's like you can't afford it, and yet it still happens.
But this, to your point, Brody, this special teams has been shaky all year. Untimely penalties, turnovers, fumbles, special. The only bright spot, and my buddy texted me this the other day. He said, as bad of luck as we've had here in Minnesota with kickers, we finally have a stable kicker, and now a special teams is horrible. Make that make sense.
How about that? You know, you just can't have, look, you got cereal, no milk. Peanut butter, no jelly.
Ham, no burger.
Ham, no burger. You can't make this up. You can't.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
No sugar. Tell me how that look, there ain't no Splenda around here. We don't do that splash. No. The defense, I would say, they were spotty. You know, they got to Caleb Williams, and sometimes Caleb Williams got away from him. Got away from them. You know, and they didn't really show up consistently until the fourth quarter. They were all over Caleb Williams. Like it was a different team come fourth quarter. Offense is scoring, defense is getting to the quarterback. They're bringing pressure, and it's effective. For those first three quarters, I didn't really. They were out there. You know, they showed up.
I'm not going to beat them up, though. I mean, they gave up, 16 points through three quarters, right? They didn't give up the last 3 points until 5 seconds left in the game.
This is true.
So most of the game, they only gave up 16. I'm not going to kill them for that. Well, to your point, Alex, they didn't show up in the big moments.
There you go.
When they really needed to get off the field.
Right.
But they kept them they kept the Vikings in this game could have got way out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
And they kept the offense in the game enough to score, you know, to get them to be able to score 2 touchdowns in the fourth. And they gave them a shot. I'm not going to beat the defense up too much because they gave them a shot to win.
Right.
Special teams let them down.
Well, yeah. And I mean, it's more so like a credit to like the team as a whole. You know what I mean? Defense, they didn't show up in like every moment when the Vikings literally could have used that momentum to maybe put a drive together. But as a whole, the Vikings just showed up a little too late. You got the field goal in the first quarter, great. The 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, I mean, you scored 2 touchdowns, awesome. But, you know, it's fourth quarter. If you were more consistent with your scores, probably would have had the Bears, and, you know, it wouldn't have been a factor between that field goal, win or lose. And I mean, that's just what I saw. The Vikings showed up way too late to the party.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
And not to mention the 2. And look, we're going to get to another quarterback that threw 2 interceptions this week as well, which is kind of funny. J.J. McCarthy. Yeah, could have been 3. Should have been 3. If you ask me, the way they was playing, should have been 3. Teach them a lesson. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. Yeah.
But before we jump off of this, after this loss, where do the Vikings go from here? Where do you think they go from here?
Man, okay. They're 400, last place, 4-6, 1-4 at home. They're 3-2 away. They're on a 2-game losing streak. The Vikings aren't a bad team. They're not. They're gonna need some magic at this point. You know, and
they're also not a good team, though.
I mean, they're not a bad team. They're not a Super Bowl team. Like, they're not. It's not like right now, especially not right now. So that's what I mean when I say they're going to need some magic. I mean, they're going to need teams to lose. They're going to need to win. They do not control their own destiny right now. That's why I say magic. Something for the Vikings to have a shred shred of, what do you say, playoffs, or even
we ain't
wild
talking about
card,
playoffs.
like wild
That is
card.
the playoffs. It's still the playoffs. But
Well, they're gonna need some magic, bro.
slim to none.
Slim to, that's what it is. Slim to none. That's where they go. And if you don't want to gamble, to the couch. That's all I can say. And it kills me. It's going into week 12, but to the couch. That's where they headed. It's late in the season. To the couch.
Man, going forward, the first thing I think they're going to have to do is they're going to have to stabilize this offense. And you got to protect this rookie. Well, I mean, I keep calling him a rookie because I know it's his first year, but he's not.
He had a little bit of protection against the Bears.
He had a little bit, but it's still not enough. You need to make this kid really comfortable. He's a young quarterback, and the one thing that young quarterbacks do not like is pressure. Ask Dylan Gabriel and ask.
Woo! Look. Damn! Excuse me.
That boy had a welcome to the NFL moment.
Yes, he did. Look.
Can we stop with these dumb conspiracy theories? Like, I even see people, and I know it's all for clicks and likes. I'm sorry. I know it's all for, you know what? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm talking about the Vikings. We're gonna get to that other game in a second. Going forward, they're gonna have to protect this kid a little more if they're gonna salvage any hope moving forward. And at least trying to have a successful season. But they're also going to have to accelerate his development. This kid is dead last in passer rating among starters. Dead last. To your point, he only completed 53% of his passes and 2 picks. Touchdown, great. Okay, sure. But you can't win like that. You can't. You can't. I keep having to say they have to accelerate his development, but they also have to keep it simple.
Stupid.
Lean on play action a little bit more. I mean, because Jordan Mason was having a game.
Yeah, he was.
He was having a game. Aaron Jones was having a game. Now I get it. You were behind until you had to throw, but they still had a semblance of a running game. They just couldn't extend drives. They kept coming up short on third down. And again, Kevin O'Connell, my guy. Come here real quick. Let me highlight you. When it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, maybe even 3rd and 3, run the ball. The Vikings as a team have 0 completions on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and I think even 3rd and 3. 0 completions on passing plays. Run the ball. It's not working. At least try. Try. I know with that line sometimes it's hard, but try it. You never know. You might get it.
You never know.
You got to fix the special teams as well. That was unacceptable. That breakdown was, you cannot have a breakdown like that when you need to get a stop. You can't give up a 56-yard kickoff return when you need a stop. When you can't let them even have a field goal, you can't give up that kind of kickoff return.
Nope.
It's unforgivable. You can't do that. That special teams has cost Minnesota multiple games this year. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Again, it's almost like I feel the defense didn't play lights out, but they played well enough to win, man. And I'm not mad at them for that.
Right.
They had some bright spots, but sometimes they do need to get that big sack. They need to get that big incompletion to get off the field. They're still lacking that, and they need to clean that up. Do I even need to talk about the red zone?
No.
We're still struggling in the red zone. We're still struggling in the red zone. We're still struggling in the red zone, which sucks. It sucks when you have Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and I'm sorry, I forgot. Justin Jefferson. You should not be struggling in the red zone. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. Which goes back to the offense. you got to figure out what your identity is going to be. It's when you watch these games, it's just so chaotic sometimes. You just don't know. What okay, what are we doing? Are we trying to establish the run, or what are we doing? What's going? Are we trying to do quick passes? Are we trying to get the ball out quick? Are we trying to give guys time to get down the field to run routes? Right. Well, what are we doing? And then on top of it, the kid's so inaccurate that when guys are open and he doesn't hit them, there goes your drive. There goes your drive. They need to clean those things up going forward, or it's not nothing good is going to happen. To your point, and like I said, man, you're 1-4 at home. You're 1-4 at home. That sucks.
It's pretty bad.
But I mean, look, it is pretty pathetic. But if they can just get a little bit more offensive productivity, improve on defense a little bit, right? Keep playing lights out. Let this defense. The strength of this team this year was going to be its defense anyway. Keep getting better. Clean up special teams. Get some kind of, offensive production. They might have a shot at the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Don't talk about it.
Okay. We won't. But yeah, man, it was frustrating on Sunday. It was frustrating on Sunday. Talk about frustrating. That was just the 12 o'clock game. Man, when 325 rolled around, the frustration continued. But I will give it to him, man. The Ravens pulled out
an ugly,
gritty division win over the Browns in Cleveland, 23-16. I mean, 16. The biggest play of the game was trick play. Mark Andrews. Trick play off the tush push, rolling out to the right. So I mean, without that, who knows if they win that game or not?
I mean, yeah, it was a one possession game. Oh, well, yeah, one possession.
Right, it was. That was the difference, bro. It was a touchdown. It was a touchdown game. They took the lead with that and they kept it. Yeah. I mean,
it was pretty ugly.
Go ahead,
bro.
get your balls off. Go ahead, get your balls off from this game.
All right, yeah, here we go. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Browns last Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central.
That was a late game.
Oh, sorry, 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central. It was how do I put this? They do this all the time where they play to the level of their competition. And this is just the organization. I have no idea, because they did the same thing when Brian Billick was the coach. They will always.
Let me ask you this, Brody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you this though. I mean, no. I'm not. You're 100% right, but I just want to ask your opinion on this while you're talking about it. I don't want to forget. They've been doing this with everybody they played, right? Because the schedule was supposed to get softer, but this Browns game was indicative of their last 4 wins. Am I right? It was the same. All these wins have been the same way. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, yeah, yes.
Okay, continue. I'm just saying it's a pattern, but go ahead.
No, it's a big pattern. It's the worst pattern you want to see out of this. Whatever this team is, started out 1-5, great. Okay, another 5-5, 4 consecutive wins, good for the Ravens, great. But then you got the Cleveland Browns, and yes, it's the division game. The Cleveland Browns was 2-7, bro, 2-7. Like, come on. On paper, the Ravens are better. They have the better players in all the different positions. I mean, well, Myles Garrett, he's really good.
Is he?
He's one of the best. So
let's roll back the tape. Did I not say Myles Garrett's coming?
Oh no, he did. How many times? Hold on, I got it. Let me see. Oh my gosh, let's talk about this.
4 sacks.
4 sacks.
4 sacks.
4 sacks.
4 sacks.
4 sacks, Myles Garrett.
I know he's the best player the best defensive, one of the best players in the NFL. I get it. He's Myles Garrett. I mean, historically, he's one of the best defensive players that ever play the game. He is. But man, 4 sacks?
I mean, you know he's coming, right? You know it. They know what team he plays for, right? He plays for the Browns. They know that, right? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Didn't look like it.
I got a guy by the name on social media of Untouchable J, aka T Sizzle, aka Terrell Mother Effing Suggs. Ball So Hard University put out a tweet. Was Myles Garrett not on the, was he on the play? Did you guys know he was coming? You guys knew he was coming, right? Was he on the scouting report?
Was he?
Was Myles Garrett on the scouting report?
I believe so. Should have been. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. He was on the radar.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm not even on the field, and I knew he was. He was accounted for.
I'm not a former Raven or Hall of Fame, defensive player like Sizzle, but he was even asking.
95, right? Is that
was yeah
95?
Was 95?
He was on the field. I saw him a few times.
No, I'm just saying. 95 was he? You guys did put him on the scouting report, right? You did know when you sure? Okay.
I mean, they showed him on the TV quite a few times. Like every sack was 95, and it just kept happening. You know what I mean? Just one after, again and again. And I'm like, I've never seen Lamar Jackson. I don't know if this is true or not. I might have to fact check this, but I ain't never seen Lamar Jackson get sacked consistently this much. Consistently, because he's, elusive guy. By the same guy, that being Myles Garrett. I've never seen that. 4 sacks. Same guy. Not team. These aren't team sacks, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure. So Lamar Jackson was actually sacked 5 times. 4 times by Myles Garrett. No one helped. And then Michael Hall Jr. got a stealth sack in there somewhere. But still, sacked 5 times.
But pressured.
Yeah.
How many?
Oh, the pressure was, oh my gosh. I mean, we know about this offensive line, man. This offensive line is atrocious.
Putrid.
They are so bad. Myles Garrett came through twice untouched. Like nothing. And it's like the best defensive rusher in the NFL comes in untouched. That's what you want?
Touched him.
That's what you want?
Nobody.
Like, hey, I will hold the door for you, my guy. How do you justify that? You're supposed to protect your quarterback. You held the door for Myles Garrett. What?
Man, a couple of guys on that offensive line, when asked about that game, and about stopping Myles Garrett, they had a few things to say.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Oh yeah, they was getting cooked. Man, he was a blur. You know how big that guy is? He's pretty big. You know how fast that guy is? Oh, he's pretty fast. Getting cooked.
He was a blur and a bulldozer. I saw him one time hit Rosengarten so hard he knocked him off his feet.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh hey,
I can't have my starting right tackle get knocked off his feet like a rag doll. That can't happen.
Like, sorry, little bro.
That can't happen.
Sorry, little bro.
It's Myles Garrett. I get it. Look, I'm not belittling Myles Garrett, but I'm sorry, bro. You go ahead. Finish getting your bars off. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
About the game.
Now, that's the offense. Lamar Jackson threw 2 interceptions. 1 was a pick 6. a lot of things that normally doesn't happen in a Ravens game that over the past few years, it happened Sunday. And even the fact that the Ravens won through all of the sacks, the 2 interceptions, one being a pick six, the miscues, the drop passes, Ravens still won. And I'll tell you why. And Vikings, take a page just on this game, not necessarily everything, but just on this game. Threw an interception, pick six. All right, cool. We're going to stray away from the pass a little bit. Try the run game. See what that does. It was successful. Okay, we're going to go back to the passing game. Another interception. Let's do the same thing. Stray away from the pass game for a little bit. Try the run game. Derrick Henry breaks off. It is Derrick Henry, don't get me wrong, but he's off to the races. Just like Mason, fourth quarter. Run, touchdown. It's like a 20-yard touchdown right there. Easy. Money. You start getting interceptions. Look, if you got to stray from the passing game a little bit, the quarterback's not feeling it at the moment, man, switch to your run game. That's part of the game. Offenses are, like they say, 2-dimensional, maybe even 3-dimensional if you want to add Wildcat. But hey, the Ravens won after all the, like I said, sacks, interceptions. They still won. Ugliest crap win, man. I want go. No, you know what? I'm gonna let you go, bro. I'm gonna feed off your energy right now because I think I said everything I need to say. I think I did. I think I touched on it. Congratulations to Mark Andrews for his achievement of being all-time receiving yards for the Baltimore Ravens. Give it to Mark Andrews for that.
I at the end of the day, I'll give Mark an applause for that. Mark played his butt off on Sunday, but that record is not a lot. It's only it's less than 6,000 yards receiving. So, but I'm still gonna give it to him because he broke a team record. That's more of a team issue that it's less than 6,000 yards. Their all-time receiver yards. That's a team problem.
No,
that means this team does not value the wide receiver position, and it never has. But
yeah,
with that being said, Mark scored the game-winning touchdown. I'll give him his flowers. Derrick Henry got 103 yards on the ground. It took him 18 carries, but I'll take that. 100 yards against the Browns, I'll take that. It's like the first time they've given up a 100-yard rusher in a while.
Right.
Got that touchdown, which was big. Man, but the biggest, you talked about the negative. Lamar still looks injured. Behind this line, how can you blame him for being injured? He does not look 100%. He does not look comfortable. This line looks horrendous. Putrid. Terrible. Bad. I could keep going on and on with the synonyms, but
sour.
It is what it is. But the defense is showing up. Defense showed up, but you had to show up.
Had to.
You literally had 2 rookie quarterbacks, one each half. And then Shedeur Sanders got his welcome to the NFL moment. And I want to hop on that just for 1 second. Can we stop? With the Shedeur Sanders stuff? I don't know why people think there's this big conspiracy theory, why people hate this kid. Why would they hate this kid? Everybody loves Deion. Not this guy, though. I'm not a big Deion fan. But everybody in NFL loves Deion. He's NFL football royalty. Why does everybody think there's this big conspiracy theory to do something bad, to this kid? Why do people think people hate this kid? The NFL, more than any other sport, you better win. And why would you not put the best quarterback on? If he was the best quarterback on that team, don't you think he would be playing? Don't you think he would be playing? Look, the Browns, those coaches they're trying to save their jobs out here. They're not setting the world on fire. They're not winning a bunch of games. Deshaun Watson, there's no future there for him. So if Shador gave them the best chance to win, don't you think he would be out there? But he's like, they giving him the LeBron James treatment. He needs everything around him to be perfect so he can be perfect, because that's what y'all want. I personally don't think the kid's that good. I don't think he was a first round pick. Neither do you. You're most people outside of 3 and 4 letter networks, you're just listening to what they say, but they have an agenda. They want you to tune in. They keep talking about him because they want you to tune in. Newsflash. The kid ain't that great. He's not.
Yeah,
That's why he's a backup quarterback for the Browns.
The Browns.
I don't care if that kid plays good or not. I have no skin in the game. I don't care. I just don't think that kid is that great. I don't. If you watched the game, he held the ball too long. He held the ball way too long. He didn't make the best decisions. He does it like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's standing there waiting for something to happen instead of trying to make something happen. And then these people out here talking about, well, he didn't get first team reps. He's not supposed to. He doesn't start. Man, you got guys in who play in the NFL talking about, oh, they sabotaged him. Why didn't Kevin Stefanski he didn't give him first team reps? He doesn't start. And you know better than that. You know, especially now in this NFL, those kids do not get any. If you ain't starting, you ain't getting first team reps. The starter barely gets enough reps as is. No backup is getting first team reps, and you know it. So stop trying to act like it's any different. No coach is giving their backup quarterback first team reps. Stop it. You're just pushing an agenda that's not there. Let me jump off my soapbox.
No, look, man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, man.
I'm just saying, man, just stop it. Just stop it. I mean, but I'm sorry, but to put a cap on the Ravens, it's a win. A win is a win. You take a win. My only point to this is, look, I told y'all weeks ago that it was going to be an uphill battle for them to just run the table. Okay? They're 4 games in and they're 4-0. Great. They have not looked good in these last 4 weeks against these 4 teams that they should have beaten, that they did, but none of them look good. Every game they started slow on offense, even against the team with defenses that are not as good as the Browns. They still struggle. They still struggle in the red zone. They still struggle to, Derrick Henry had that big run and they didn't even score a touchdown.
That hurt, didn't it? That hurt me.
That is poor.
Preposterous.
It took a trick play on a fake tush push by your tight end for you to score a touchdown and win the game.
And you know what? Real quick.
Let that sink in.
Real quick. Speaking of the trick play, right? One of the commentators, I don't know the name, whatever. I didn't really think about it. He mentioned John Harbaugh when it came to trick plays. Oh, it's John Harbaugh. You got to watch it with a trick play. And I'm like, when, where, and why? Like, I was surprised to see a trick play there. I couldn't figure that out. So, just,
Yeah, he had nothing to do with that. John Harbaugh had zero to do with that. That was all Todd Monken, and I give him credit. Todd Monken, he's taking a bunch of heat, and he even took heat from Harbaugh about this game. And it's like, my guy, if you didn't have Todd Monken and Lamar Jackson, my guy, you'd have been out of a job. And that's why he needs to lose his job. Because it's the same crap, different season. Always. Yeah, the defense is coming alive. Look at the offenses that you played. The last 2 weeks you've played 2. This week you played 2 rookie quarterbacks. The week before you played a quarterback, second-year quarterback in his 5th start. Okay? You beat another quarterback in his second year. Okay? And then who was the other win? They beat the Bears. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Browns. And then who?
Bengals.
No, they haven't played the Bengals yet.
Oh, shucks.
Who did they beat, Brody?
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me fact check this because I know it's all the. Oh, that is preseason. The Bears. No, yeah, the Bears.
Yeah, I said the Bears.
Dolphins.
Oh, and the Dolphins. Come on, the Dolphins. Look at the teams that they've beaten. I'm a Ravens fan, but I'm also not blind. It's been horrible. I have not felt good about none of these wins. None of these wins has made me think, oh, we back up. Won't you let everybody know that we back up? No, the Ravens aren't back up. They're just beating bad teams. Teams that they should beat. And we got another team coming up, the Jets, another team that we should beat. Mm-hmm. But when we really got to beat a team, when the playoffs come, this team ain't doing nothing. And you can see it.
Yeah, let's to your point on that. Did you know Burrow scheduled to come back for the Thanksgiving game?
Good for him.
Did you know that? So
nope.
Yet again.
Nope.
Yet again. Here we go. The Bengals.
Speaking on that, you know what? Good point, Brody. Good point. Speaking on that, so where did the Ravens go from here? They back to 500. Okay. After they went over the Browns, 23-16, they're back to 500. So they got some momentum, right? So they've started picking it up after starting 1-5. Great, right?
Right.
So where do we go? You definitely have to. You got to keep leaning on the defense. Still has to get better. The defense is again. We have to see them play a team that can score points before I'm going to be like, okay, they're back.
Oh well,
because they got Kyle Hamilton playing everything except quarterback.
Well, see, and this is I say this is funny, right? This is hilarious. So you know how the schedule was supposed to soften for the Ravens?
Mm-hmm. And it did.
Oh, it did for a moment. For a moment. Because beat the Browns. Yeah. No, swept the Browns. Check. Swept the Browns.
Check.
The Jets.
Check. Well, they haven't beat them yet. But
no, but here it comes. Here it comes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But now Barrow's coming back. Thanksgiving. Now he's cold. But still, it's another division game.
I mean, and that's if he comes back. That he wants to come back for that game.
Poised,
but we'll see.
Is the word they use.
We'll see. I said, what did I say this last week or the week before, Brody? I said I think he's probably. I would pencil him in for the second game in December, not the Thanksgiving game.
Okay, so
that's just me. I would.
So instead of 2 weeks, a month.
Yeah, I would still give him another month.
Okay. Still. All right. Now, speaking on that because it's...
Who can light him up?
Yeah.
I don't need to cut him off, but yeah, he can still light him up. But go ahead.
Look, 2 weeks and a month. All right. Mm-hmm. So the Jets, that should be a win. Let's say softened schedule should be a win. Right.
Should be.
Bengals, Barrow, maybe not. Okay. But the Bengals can still do it.
And should be a win.
Yeah, exactly. Should be a win. Then you got the Steelers. Always a tough game. Always. It doesn't matter. For some reason, more than the Browns, more than the Bengals, it just doesn't matter. Between the Ravens and the Steelers, it just doesn't matter. Records don't matter with this game. These 2 games every year doesn't matter. Can't call the game. You just can't do it.
You can't.
And you got let's throw in, and like you said, bro, I'm 9-2. 9-2 Patriots. 9-2 Patriots.
I was told we didn't have to worry about the Patriots. That's what I was told.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I was told. Oh, don't worry about the Patriots. They've only won 8 in a row.
Exactly. And that's like the whole thing what I'm saying right now. Supposed to soften, or was, and then not anymore. Because if Burrow comes back, even without Burrow, Bengals, Ravens, and Ravens Steelers is just, I don't understand why people don't see this. Like Ravens Steelers is one of the most exciting rivalries in NFL. Just remember that, and it happens twice a year. It's awesome. And then the Bengals and the Ravens is always, you just can't do it. If they're not real Ravens fans, that's what it is. They're not real Ravens fans. They do not understand. They may not watch the games, but these three teams, Browns, Bengals, Steelers, with the Ravens, as you saw last week, Ravens should have swept the floor with the Browns, but nah, they want to keep it. What do you call it? Keep it interesting. Keep it interesting. One touchdown. This they could come back or late last minute wins. Really? Like, come on, guys, come on. The schedule for the Ravens is up in the air yet again, and the way they're playing, it's looking like they can't. No, that's what it's looking like. No, it's looking like no. The way they're playing, no, I don't see them beating the Bengals. I don't see them beating the Steelers. I don't see them beating the Packers. Patriots. It could
even
be a
as
fraud.
Bad as the Packers even as bad as the Packers are struggling, I don't see them beating Green Bay in Green Bay.
Yeah, in Lambeau, I don't see it. And the Patriots, I would say maybe it's a fraud alert for the Patriots.
Could be.
They weren't looking.
I don't know.
If 8 games in a row.
If Lamar makes it to the Patriots, if they don't fix this offensive line, he's not going to make it to the Patriots game. He's not going to make it to the Packers game.
That's a great point.
Heck, he might not make it to the second Bengals game.
Second Bengals game, right? Steelers come out.
Clean up this offensive line. And old Harbuckle. Man, did you see what he said when they asked him about the line in his, I think it was today. Today or yesterday. Yesterday or today.
I did.
When they asked him about the offensive line and, does he think he's seen enough improvement to where he doesn't need any changes? And he said, yeah. We put the best 5 guys out there every week. And if Daniel Falala is one of your 5 best linemen, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Even Voorhees is the fish.
Look, if you know, you know.
I mean, man, these dudes, look.
The guppy.
Look, man, I can't stress this enough, how bad this offensive line really is. But I see other quarterbacks getting grace. Like, man, I seen stuff, but oh man. Oh, they put Shador and just to go back to that, they put him in such a bad position. Oh, the line can't even block in front of him. Did you watch that game? I didn't see a line blocking for Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's the one who took 5 sacks.
Unwillingly.
But it's Shador they're doing dirty? Y'all are delusional. Y'all need to stop that crap, man. Stop it. Everybody gets grace but Lamar.
No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's sickening.
Hold on. Lamar gets grace, but in the most just ridiculous and dirty way. The only way Lamar Jackson gets grace, this is it right here. I'm going to do it. Ready? It's Lamar Jackson. That's it.
That's grace?
That's it. No, it's not. It's dirty. That's it. It's Lamar Jackson. Like, what does that mean?
So he gets no grace.
No, he doesn't. I mean, it's like a sarcastic praise. It's Lamar Jackson. What do you expect? Like what do you mean? Like that's what I mean. Like what do you mean? Like
nobody can play behind that line.
I agree. I agree. If it was any other, you saw Rush, right? You saw Huntley, right? Behind that line, struggle. But here you go, Lamar Jackson. I mean, well, Huntley won the first win. Good. Lamar Jackson, 3-win streak since he's been back with the same ridiculously nasty, if you want to call it a offensive line. He's winning games.
He's winning games he's supposed to win. He's supposed to win these games.
And that's something else right there. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Right. Yep.
He's supposed to win these games.
Supposed to win.
But man, to put a bow on this game, where they go, they got to fix the offensive line. And in fixing that, you got to help Lamar get back on track. He didn't have a good game. Lamar didn't have a good game.
Yeah.
But again, I think he's hurt. You got to fix the special teams. DeJounte Wester muffin punts, and then he took him off the kickoff. It's the doghouse is real. This hard bum doghouse is real. Then he looked like he didn't even want to catch a punt after that. He was letting everything drop. He was letting stuff drop 2 and 3 yards in front of him. He didn't want to touch that ball. He would run up and just stop and be like, "Yep, there it is. Yep, mm-hmm." No. And you also just got to keep capitalizing on these games you should win. That's all you can do right now. But with that said, man, the Ravens are back to 500. Still 1 game back. They're keeping pace. They're keeping pace with the Steelers.
That's an ugly 500.
They're keeping pace with the Steelers, but it is an ugly 500. But hey, what else can you do, right? What else can you do? So
just hope, wish, and pray that when they actually play a good team, that they can actually hang in there. That's what I'm waiting for. I can't wait to see that, because so far every real team they've played, they got beat.
Yeah.
I can't. That's on the record. I can't do nothing about that.
But we'll see what happens, bro. Let's get to some scores, man. Let's get to some scores. Let's see how we did last week.
Yay!
Yeah, we're gonna have to make some changes to the records here. Somebody's 7-3.
Oh,
somebody's 3.
we suck again. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll go down that road. So, starting off on Thursday night, the Patriots beat the Jets 27-14. Yeah, bro, they just didn't get a win for you.
Damn.
They did not.
No,
They did not.
No, I was so upset with that.
Early Sunday, the Dolphins eked out a win against the Commanders 16-13. We both got that right. The Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. We both got that wrong. The Panthers in overtime, after trailing most of the game, came back. The Panthers owned the Falcons. That's why I took the Panthers.
I didn't look. I'll be honest with you, brother. I didn't think I need to worry about that game. I was like, "Hot Atlanta, got it."
Yeah. Nah, they got cold. Now they cold Atlanta. They cold Atlanta. They were cold Atlanta on Sunday. Panthers came back and beat them in overtime 30-27. Again, Steelers keeping pace. Steelers beat the Bengals 34-12. Brody, I told you I wasn't going to Bengals, and that's why.
Yeah.
The Packers took care of the Giants 27-20.
Let me just change it now.
Yeah. Giants didn't come through for you.
I think that kind of seals it right there.
Jaguars beat the Chargers. They dog walked the Chargers 35-6. Texans got a win over the Titans. Titans still didn't get you a win, did they?
No.
16-13, they took care of that. We both took the Bucks, but they lost in Buffalo 44-32.
That was gonna be like a poser thing, Come on, man.
49ers almost doubled up the Chargers. They beat them 41-22. The Rams, you got this one though. The Rams eked out a win over the Seahawks 21-19.
Yeah.
We both, of course, took the Ravens over the Browns 23-16. We both took the Broncos over the Chiefs. Big game.
Yeah.
22-19.
I was very, very happy with that game.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about that.
Right? It was pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah. You picked this one right, though. The Eagles beat the Lions 16-9. Is there any team? I mean, the Eagles are like, they just eking out these wins. They do not look good on offense, but they're still eking out these wins.
Bro, you know what? Speaking of that, real quick, and I'm just going to... A lot of these games with these teams, with these records that are like, man, this should be an easy win for them. It's not really an easy game for them, is it?
These two teams are good teams.
No,
The Eagles and the Lions are two good teams in the NFC, though.
I mean, you're two good teams, but I mean, 9 points? Did you score a touchdown, my guy?
No, they went for it on fourth down 5 times.
Fraud alert, if you ask me. It's the Detroit Lions. Fraud alert.
Fraud alert? You call it fraud alert?
That's
on the
the
Lions?
second time this year, yeah.
Really?
You are one of the best teams in the NFL, and you can't score a touchdown in regulation? Not one? Look like the cowgirls out there, man. Go somewhere.
Man, the Cowgirls scored 33 points, so they scored quite a few touchdowns.
And I lost that one, too, because I took
You lost
Vegas.
that one, too. The Cowboys beat the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas 33-6.
I'm gonna stop
No,
taking Vegas.
You only got 5 right this week.
I'm gonna stop taking Vegas, man. I'm gonna stop taking Vegas. They're done. They out. I'm gonna stop taking the Chargers because it's the pitch posh. It bothers me. And the Bucks, they done. Falcons, they done. The Giants, they done. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from the Titans. They cooked. All these teams are cooked. The Dolphins, though, I'll ride
with fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Jets got one more time, and the Cardinals.
How the Jets got one more time? They got the Ravens. You picking them over the Ravens?
Oh no. Not next week. They just got one more time.
They got one more time, huh?
Right.
Okay.
The Ravens
Right.
going. They should smack them. But they got one more time. Also, the Cardinals got one more time because they were supposed to sweep the 49ers. What y'all doing? Sweep them. Get them out the way. All right. I'm good.
Well, we'll see where this goes next week.
Yes,
we got
sir.
some big games on the schedule next week. But we'll get to that tomorrow. Tomorrow or Thursday. We talked about that. It may be another Thursday stream. My Wednesdays are kind of packed in the evening. So
You talking about
we may
Thanksgiving?
run this. No. I'm talking about tomorrow. I mean, this week, not next week. No, next Wednesday we good. Wednesday we good.
So tomorrow's iffy. Is what you're saying?
Tomorrow's iffy. We'll see. I'll see what the schedule looks like. Tomorrow's iffy. So if not tomorrow, it'll be an early Thursday stream. Well, not early, but just a Thursday stream.
It's early
before Thursday night football.
As early we can get it in.
Yeah. As early as we can get it in. But yeah, so that's it. Man, that's it for us this week.
Today.
Ravens back to 500. I'm sorry, today. Ravens back to 500. Vikings fall to 4-6. It's getting bleak.
It's getting
I'm
dark.
up to 7-3. Brody 3-7.
It's getting bleak. You see that?
Man, you're gonna have to pull off some wins pretty soon, man.
I need
You have
some
to pull off
magic.
some wins pretty soon.
I need some magic.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pull off some wins pretty soon. So
I need some magic.
we'll see. You'll have a chance. You'll have a chance when we pick next week's games. But with that being said, we'd like to say, please, thank you for watching our video. Thank you for watching the content. Please consider liking, subscribing the video. Leave a comment in the chat. Tell us how we doing. We love constructive criticism. We appreciate every single one of you. What you got, Brody?
No, it's actually, man, it's the same thing, man. I really appreciate everybody who checks out the videos, who tunes in, drops the comments, you know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, but it definitely helps us out. And, we do this for you guys. I mean, this is a fun moment, for us just to break away from the everyday and, have some fun. You know what I mean? And if we can provide entertainment for y'all, man, heck, we'll do it again and again on Sunday. So, yeah. Love this.
Man, absolutely, man. We having a ball. We are having a ball. By the way, we're also, we're on social media now. We out on Twitter. Check us out at P Shade Pod. Purple Shade Podcast at P Shade Pod on Twitter. we'll put that handle in the description here. We will start letting everybody know. We will start putting it on social media when videos are up. So we will start doing that just to let everybody know. So you'll find out all the information starting in this video. And yeah, going forward, we're going to start moving to some other platforms. And if we decide that we're going to go live, we will start streaming live on there as well as YouTube. So with that being said, thank you to everybody who watches. Peace, love, and God bless. We love y'all. We out.